Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. I'm William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. We're going to give everybody a chance to come on and join us this morning. Brand new, beautiful day on planet Earth. In truth, every single day of our lives is brand new. Every single moment of your life is brand new. Isn't that an amazing thought, to think that every moment is brand new, and the only reason that you might not think that it's brand new is because you're living in your past, you're living in your mind, you're living in what you remember every day. And what would happen if you didn't have to live in what you remembered every day? What if you could just be in the present moment? A lot of people say you have to have memory to know things. You don't. You don't have to have memory to know things. Well, welcome everybody. Good to see you all here. I have with me the energy of Archangel Gabriel today, who wanted to have a discussion and a conversation with us about God. It's important that you understand that much of what you have been told about what you refer to as God is not true. The truth about the one life, the one source, the one love, the things that you've made up about it are not true, but your experience of it will reveal or bring you the revelation of the truth. It cannot be given to you by another. The truth of the revelation of God cannot be given to you by another, but it can be revealed within you if you choose to pursue an understanding of that. Many of you have been conditioned to think that you will find God in the world, in the things, in the stuff, in the people, in the relationships. And while there is the possibility that you can recognize God's presence in all that is around you, that there is an orchestration of life around you that is coordinated by a consciousness that is within you and all around you. And in order to understand that, you have to come into a personal experience of what God is, an experience of what God is. Not your mental conceptions or your scientific prepositions or your dogmatic interpretations, but your own immediate and direct experience of that which is in you, even now as I speak. The beating of your heart, the beating of your heart is orchestrated by no man. And to begin to consider bringing your attention to the beating of your heart, to pull yourself away from what you know, to pull yourself away from what you know, to find a starting point that is not controlled or manipulated by man or by your misunderstandings about the world and God as you've been taught to accept it. You can go to your heart, your physical heart, its beating, its movement, its consistency. In there is the first step to pull yourself away from the mechanisms of the world and the distractions of your senses, to go to the truth. You must go to the truth to experience the vibration of your heartbeat, not just as a mechanical movement of flesh, but as a persistent, loving, compassionate, and life-giving whisper that is within your body. It is evident to any one of you that is hearing these words that you are not beating your heart right now. You're not beating your heart right now. But you can feel its sensation in your chest. Or one may take a reading of what you call your pulse and feel that rhythm within you that no man maketh, no man doeth, but that which is within you doeth these things. Can you bring your attention to that movement, that whisper? If you begin to bring your attention to that whisper within you, if you seek to not try to figure it out, to stop your mind from counting or measuring or weighing, but simply experience that each movement of the physical heart is an exchange between you and God, an offering of life and an acceptance of life. He offers and you accept. Thump, 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 give, take, give, take, give, receive, give, receive. It is within you, and no scientist or doctor can do anything other than measure it or weigh it or evaluate its effects throughout your physiology. But this is the starting point. To drop all of your preconceptions of what God you've been told is. To come to an experience of it. To go to the threshold, as the body is but the threshold. The heartbeat is but the threshold. But bring yourself to the threshold and you have the opportunity to look inwardly, to pull your distracted soul away from this world and go inward to the beating heart within your body. To simply feel the giving and your receiving of that which is given. To know that there are no words to define this exchange of give and receive between your creator and yourself, but that you can experience it directly with no man's intervention or definition or perception to get in the way of your experience. And the goal is simple. Stand on the threshold of that which offers life and your receiving of it. The function of the heartbeat is but the threshold inward through the body. You begin there. You begin there. No man is there in your heartbeat. No man can do this thing. No scripture, nor philosophy, nor religion, nor construct of man can do this. Yes, of course, your systems of disease have created mechanical things that will circulate your blood. But even these things will fall before God. And if you bring yourself to this place of experiencing that within you that gives you the life that you receive in every moment. If you can place aside your analysis and your memory and your expectations to simply experience that which is given for you to receive, that which allows you to express what you've been given into this world. If you come to a communion with this vibration and you go deeply into it, you surrender the desire or intention to weigh and measure the heartbeat, to simply just experience what is given, what is received, what is given, what is received, what is given, what is received, to simply experience that deliberate and intentional exchange that is occurring between you and that which is beating your heart at this moment. You do not need unnecessary complexity to understand what is within you. You do not need to write great word-filled books to know your creator, to know the source that gives you life. You do not need great philosophies and religions for you to know and understand and comprehend this. You do not even need to hear what I have to say about this. You simply need to go within. Begin with the heart. Forget your worldly troubles and be in the heart. Forget your seeking. Surrender your desires for about a few moments each day where you allow yourself to experience that which gives and you who receives. That this is a covenant that is unbroken, a covenant that is not ascribed in words, but in knowing, in experience. In knowing and experience. And one must come before the other. The experience brings out and forth the knowing. The tendency to look outside of yourself has been deeply misleading. To go to a church or a synagogue or another so-called holy temple is an error when the holy temple is where the gifts is given and received within you. You receive it in every moment. You receive His grace, His light, His love. And the confusion you have around the generic understanding of male and female is potentially very limiting in your understanding of experiencing what the function of this consciousness is in fabricating and manifesting conditions that you call life. But it is given to you to know these mysteries if you are willing to surrender what you know, to go into your heart, to feel how the gift in every moment is given to you, the gift of life, given to you and received by you. And no man giveth that to you. No woman giveth that to you. No book, no philosophy, no religion gives you life. It may give you inspiration, it may give you knowledge, but it does not give you the one thing that without which none of those things could possibly exist, and that is life. But that life is given to you right now. Hear and feel and know and experience within you, in your heart. Feel, receive, recognize the ebb and the flow between you and the Creator. Spend time getting to know that within you. You will not find it in the world until you find it in yourself. You would not recognize it in the world if you do not recognize it within yourself. You cannot see the beautiful divinity in the birds, nor in the children, nor in your friends and neighbors, or the creatures of the waters and of the earth. You could not see that within them which is within you until you see that which is within you. And then you will see it within them, to look upon another life and realize the very function of that which is in you is also in them too. That even in the wretchedness of humans, there is that same divinity, that same life given and received. The saint, the sinner, the sage, the child, the mother, the same that giveth and receiveth is there. It is given to you and received by you. It is given to them and received by them. The same life, the same love. But you must recognize it in yourself. You need to realize it in yourself. You need to accept it in yourself, that divinity flows into you, and you may receive it deliberately, whether you are aware of it or not. You are. The beneficial function of your suffering is that, in hope that you would wish to get away from your suffering, that you would look to that which gives you life, as life is a gift that is not of suffering, it's a blessing. And yet ever more of you keep running into the world to try and find your God in the world, in the temples, in the words, in the books. And yet it is within you. It is not in the temples made by man's hands, although the very hands that make those temples are given the life by God to do these things. It is not given to the hand of a doctor or a nurse or a politician to give you your life. It is given to you already by that which came before all things that you know. That which came before, that is now, that shall be after. But you begin within you. The one great God is within you. And when you recognize it within you, you will not do harm to another. For you would be harming yourself knowingly, for that which is within you is in them also. That does not mean that the function of life should be subjected to unnecessary neglect or ignorance. Quite the contrary, the function of life ennobles the expression. It does justice to the manifestation of itself, that the conditions of being and doing are founded upon the function of life being given and life received. That which elevates and ennobles, improves conditions, situations, and circumstances. Improvement, well-being are functions of life. And so the actions of man may be this also, that you may also function to give life, to take life. It was given to you to emulate the very gift that was given. It was given to you that you might offer it to others, the gift of life and the gift of suffering. As you were given the function of will and choice, you were given the function of will and choice. And the function of your will and your choice does not change or affect the function of God. But it does change and affect the function of your experience of God. How you will experience God within you and around you. For it is everywhere, even in the fleck of dust moving through the air, imperceptible to your sight. It moves in the fishes, in the seas. It moves in the birds on the wing. It moves in the leaves on the trees. It moves in the cells of your body. It is everywhere. To experience that directly will give you a level of knowing and understanding that will lead you to an undeniable and persistent way of existing and being. That if you so understand and comprehend the gift that is given to you in every single moment, that you are given life and you receive it, that the mere beating of your heart is that function spoken silently within your body, but it is extremely loud if you can listen. And if you can come to this place of recognizing and experiencing your communion with this consciousness that is within you, it must be known within you that you might know it. And then in the knowing of it, the doing of your things will change significantly. What you shall say and what you shall do will be forever affected when you recognize the experience of that which is within you. And philosophers and science has for many civilizations sought to understand and comprehend this divinity. And yet none can give you that which you already possess, nor can one give you an understanding of that which you already possess that would be greater than the one you have yourself. That is your direct knowing and experience of this consciousness. And those that would not believe that there's an intelligence within you that gives you life in every heartbeat are simply not ready to evaluate or experience deeply that which is actually occurring, whether they accept it or believe it or not. Whether you accept or believe that there is a God or not does not matter. There is something that is intelligently beating your physical heart right now. And you cannot analyze that out of existence. And your conventional sciences can view the considerations of cause and effect and seek to follow that heartbeat from where it is in the chest to the neurological functions of your brain. And still they are inescapably going to run into the same conclusion that there's something causing an effect in the physical brain that induces the function of the heartbeat. And where from that does it come? Where does it come? And so you begin with the heart. And your sciences will say, well, there is a function in the brain that stimulates the activity of the heart. And therefore the heart beats. But you cannot escape that there's something then causing that spark in your head, in your brain. There's a spark that causes the heart. And what then if you explore that spark? Your science cannot figure it out yet because there's no way to measure or quantify the infinite. There's no way to quantify the infinite, but you can know it from your own experience of it. So you can go to the heart and say, what then and where from this come? And you can go to this place, follow it, go go into the temple, go into your sacred temple, listen to its whispers, feel it come to you. No scientist can measure or weigh that which cannot be perceived by the observable senses. But it is obvious that you cannot have an effect without a cause, nor a cause without an effect. This is very obvious. And so even an atheist, upon proper consideration, will have to come to at least a question mark that there's something that is not known. And I would say to you then that that which is not known must be experienced to be known. To go into the abyss of not knowing, to be unafraid to go in what you do not know, to fall into the unknown. And then what you experience will give you a different understanding of what you do not know. But you cannot know what you do not from what you know. And so this conversation about what you define as God is not as important as your experience of that which you wish to converse on. And you begin with the heart. You begin with the spark. You go within and follow it. Your heart does not beat in the synagogues or churches. Your heartbeat is not in those places. It is within you. It is within you right now. You do not need to go anywhere to know thy God, to know the source of life. If it helps you, that I would place the word God aside and simply say, experience the life within you that comes to you. Maybe that is what you need to hear. Maybe if we take away what you think you know about the creator of your life, take away all that you think you know about it and allow you just to experience your beating heart and ask the question, from whence cometh thou? Where does this beating heart originate? Where does this spark in my mind that initiates this beating heart, sustains it? Where does that come from? And then your curiosity is pulled away from the distractions of the world, the confusing and conflicting opinions and beliefs, the diametrically conflicting religious structures that you manifested that do not loan themselves to the very thing they propose to bring you to. The very thing that is within you cannot be found in a book, a bottle, a pill. It is within you. It is deeply a part of you, intimately connected to you. The giver of life, sustaining you in all ways, in ways that not even your greatest scientist can, but in ways that it knows that you know not. And it would then make prudent sense to get into communion with that intelligence within you that knows what you know not. How to build an eye or an arm or a leg or a foot. Not simply to know how to manipulate matter to genetically manifest something because you understand certain functional mechanics of things. But to truly know what you do not, to be fearless about not knowing, that you might be able to receive, as you can receive the gift of life without question. And every breath and every step that you take in this life, you don't question what allows me to do this. That I can smile, or I can laugh, or I can cry, or I can walk, or I can speak. Silently behind all of your thinking thoughts, all of your memories, is this heartbeat, this giving of life, and your receiving of it. There is not much else to be said about it than that. But that you will not find in the world the truth of God. No priest, no rabbi, none can give you the truth of that which must be found within you. But within you it is as surely as your heart is beating. And if you dare to surrender enough to go within, to go beyond what the world offers you as a substitute for God, to go within to the temple, your temple that you are living in, hearing these words within. You are in the temple. Go within. He is with you in the beating of your heart. Go there first. Throw away the things of this world. Cast off the world and go naked into the temple. Go within. Follow the beat of his drum, and you will find him within you. And it does not matter what anyone else shall ever say about God to you again. When you know him, you will know him. When you experience it, you will know it. And none shall be able to take you away from the truth once you have found it. And you will not suffer again when you understand this. And that is all I have to say to you. That you might know and glimpse the life giver within you. It does not matter what others say, nor even the words I have spoken today, but that you go into the doors of your own temple, that you go within. This matters above all else. That you go within and consider that which is beating your heart right now. Follow its drum. Go within deeply. Forget what you've been taught to believe you should know or should not know about God. Forget what all others have told you about this matter, and go within to where the true source is within you. And then you will know. You will get it right from the horse's mouth, so to speak, and not from the mouth of a man or a woman, but from the mouth of that which says to you within, here is life, receive it. Go there, and you shall know the truth. For even I cannot give you the truth that you already possess within yourself. But you may go there now. Close your eyes. Go there. He gets very excited when you get close to him, and you will feel it too. But the great edifices that men have built to attempt to create some semblance of the divinity that is already in your own temple, you do not need to go to these places. It is here now within you. There is no complexity. There is no mystery unless you create a story around the truth. There is no mystery unless you create a story around the truth. And there have been many stories, many religions, many philosophies, many dogmas, stories around the truth that is within you. And so then I say to you one last time, go within. Feel him within you in the beating of your heart. Follow the drum. Thank you. Wow, thank you. Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. Here we are in a beautiful brand new week. And I want to thank Archangel Gabriel for that wonderful message today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're at a very wonderful time. This whole ascension process is remarkable, isn't it? Hi, guys. Good to see you here on TikTok. Good to see you here on Facebook and YouTube. We can take some questions. Yeah, it's so true. You know, if you want to support this channel, support these messages, we come live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and I allow the ascended masters, other multidimensional beings that are here to offer us their perception of what they define as life and the truth in the way that they offer it to us. And you can support this channel through PayPal, through Super Chat, through subscriptions, whatever way you can, enables this channel to function. More importantly than that, share these messages. Hit the share button right in front of you. Share it with your friends, your neighbors. On Fridays, we do a live Q&A. On Mondays, Wednesdays, we do a channel message. Today, I was fortunate enough to have the energy of Archangel Gabriel with us to share his understandings of God. He wants me to clarify that he was sharing his understanding, but that your experience will validate the things that I said to you. He wants to just reiterate that. And so you come to this place now where you must learn to explore what that is for you, what that is that gives you life right now. And we all have to do that. Nobody can do it for us. They can show the way. People can show you a way, but you must walk it. Thank you so much, guys. Well, hello there, Facebook user. Hello, Benjamin. Hi, Will. My sister, Cheryl, has passed away. Does she have a message for me? Yes. Yes, it's this big, beautiful, I am home. It's like, I am home, I am home, I am home. Wow. It's like this big white light, curtains flowing wide open. There's a beautiful white light pouring down through it upon her consciousness. She's saying, I am home, I am home, I am home. Yes. She wants you to get excited. She's also saying, enjoy it more. She says, I could have enjoyed it so much more if I hadn't been so asleep. But I now know it has been revealed to me. She says, be open to knowing your light. Be open to knowing your light, being your light. Oh boy, she's saying there's so much more she would have done if she had this awareness now. Yeah. Connect to love in you. Remember your function of love. Yes. She's saying that you must live as you are, not as as you were, I would have lived as I am, not as I pretended to be. That is my only concern, is that I did not live as I am. I lived as I thought I should be. They're very different. Live as love, be as love, be as love. Wow, thank you. Hi, Rose, how you doing? The gift of gab. Blaine Oliver, pardon me. I feel powerless when attempting to manifest during periods of when I am feeling low energy. These days, I'm mostly exhausted. Can manifestation happen at all energy levels? If you understand that the energy that you think you are missing is that very source that you have disconnected yourself from. As I had said to you earlier, go within. Go to the source of life within you. There is no pill. There is no drug. There is no surgery. There is no man nor woman upon this world that can give you that which you already have within your own heart. But you must be willing to receive it and say, I am here to receive this life and to receive it abundantly. Go within. Take a rest within yourself. It's important to take rest, but rest in the temple. Rest in the temple with the giver of your life, and you will be renewed. You will be renewed. Hi, guys. I see. Let's see. Jackie's asking a question. Let's see, Jackie. I'm not sure where your question is. You may need to ask it again. Like I said, there's a lot of questions coming up. If you have a question you have to have answered today, use either the super chat feature on my YouTube channel. I think Facebook has a feature there, and TikTok, you can use the Linktree link in my bio and use the PayPal donation link there. And I'll get a notification on my phone if you submit a question directly through PayPal. But submit your question again, Jackie. It should come up clearly before me. Someone's saying, I dream the world will be destroyed. The world will be renewed. It will not be destroyed. It will be renewed. It can be renewed through fire or water. What do you mean by that? He says that the renewal of the world can come through what you would call love, or it can come through fear. Each is a creative force in the manifestation of this life in this world. That the energy that you generate, the energy that you are given to receive, and how you will choose to use it will be that which will remake the world in love or in suffering. But the world will be remade. It is in that process right now. You are in it right now. But no, we're not going to go that way. Hi, guys. I dreamt of giants last night. Could you tell me why? Yeah, there are different dimensions. There are realms of perception and energy and life that are in different, again, I'm not a physicist, but there's different phases of energy that we cannot perceive with our scientific instrumentation or with our awareness. And there's a huge bleed over, a huge crossover happening with these multi-dimensions. I know the work that some of the scientists are doing in CERN are certainly influencing the fabric of interdimensional space and time. So a lot of people are perceiving and receiving different dimensions of information. I don't know about you guys, but I find myself sometimes sitting and I'll be looking, and all of a sudden I'll see the wall start vibrating. I'll see like the whole wall starts to vibrate with energy, or even the floors. There is a shift in our collective perception as well. But yeah, you'll be perceiving different dimensions of beings and entities that exist exist in a different frequency than we exist in with our 5 physical senses. That's not too difficult when you consider that around you right now there's tens of thousands of channels and radio signals around you right now that are on different frequencies and bandwidth. You don't hear them unless you tune into them. So you're going to find a lot of you will start tuning into these other dimensions. You'll tune into different beings. Sometimes you'll do it in your sleep. Sometimes you do it when you're wide awake. Sometimes you feel like somebody's right around you. There's a huge shift in consciousness happening right now. It's incredible. It's wonderful. Benjamin saying, thank you so much for these live streams. I've been listening since the summer of 2020, and they've been a true light in my life. Oh, you're so welcome, Benjamin. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. And I hope you share this information with other people. Bring them to the channel. Get this information out to them. The messages that come through are primarily focused around one predominant concept. That we only have one choice. Every single human individual on this planet only has one choice. We have a choice between whether our thoughts, our ideas, our actions are going to come from either a function of love or a function of fear. He says that the world is made from these things. What you do is either of love or of fear. And these are what make your world. And people need to understand and how to evaluate. And I think what you're saying, Benjamin, you've learned that here. I've certainly learned that here too. That every thought, every action anybody will ever take is only going to be grounded in a function of love or a function of fear. And that the function of love creates manifestations of experience that are very different than the function of fear, which creates a different manifestation, but both will affect our experience of time, space, and matter. I'm really grateful that you enjoy this. Question from Drusilla. Who is this energy that I feel always on my right side of my face? The first words that came to me, Drusilla, was the kiss of Jesus. The kiss of Jesus on your right cheek. The kiss of Jesus. I'm being told to tell you, do not seek to know, but let yourself experience. You are such a curious young lady, always curious to want to know, but simply allow yourself to experience, and then you will know what you do not. It's very fascinating that he's saying that to you right now, because we all want to try and think we know something. And what he was talking about going into the beating of your heart and realizing that your heartbeat is the divine giving you life and you receiving it, giving it, receiving, giving, receiving. And to become aware of that relationship that's ongoing in every single moment of our existence. But anybody being kissed by Jesus, what a blessing. It's a beautiful thing, the masters. I love that. Oh, hello there, Facebook friend. Good to see you here on TikTok too. I think I'll wait. Okay, Jackie. Yes, we are all part of the source. Yes. Someone's asking, what is my vibe? What is my vibe? If I tune into your energy from the statement of your question, because the question contains the vibration that you're asking us to define for you, and we would simply say that you enjoy being a mystery to others, but we would simply say to you that you must learn to liberate yourself from the underlying uncertainties that you contain in your mind about who you think you are. Do not confuse who you think you are with who and what you actually are. They're very different things, you know. Yolanda is mentioning here, I want to bring up our masterclasses. Yolanda is saying the masterclasses are more of this. Join this course with like-minded people. Masterclasses were given to us about 5 years ago by Master Jesus and the Ascended Masters and other multidimensional beings that said humanity was on a specific course that had a very precise result that we were heading towards, and that we have up until 2044 to get our consciousness collectively aligned to a state of love and not fear. These masterclasses were designed specifically to assist anyone at any level of your current life to shift your consciousness from fear-based to love-based, to change the vibration of your body, to change the vibration of your mind, so that you can begin to function through your mind and body in a meaningful way with the energy of love and not the energy of fear, as that is the predominant energy that humanity's living in right now. Right? But yeah, join our masterclass. Our 101 masterclass begins in March, so you have a bit of time. And the 101 masterclass introduces you to how to change the vibration of your body with healthy eating, change what foods you put in your body to change the vibration of it. Proper hydration, grounding. There's a whole arc of events of learning how to sense energy, to connect to your guides, to connect to your angels, to get connected to information beyond what you know from your 5 physical senses, to begin to open up the non-physical senses of clairvoyance. And Jesus talks about this a lot when he talks about you have eyes but can't see. He's talking about you have an inner eye, a clear, all-seeing eye within you that is not of the physical eyes. So you have eyes but cannot see, but you can open that eye up again. You have ears and cannot hear. Is another statement he made. You have ears but cannot hear. He's talking about clairaudience, your inner ears. So the 101 Masterclass introduces you to activating those clairs, reutilizing them and repurposing them so you can use them in your life now. And then, of course, practicing connecting the guides and angels through literal practice of sensing energy and feeling their presence and calling your guides and angels in, right? A lot of people, when they hear that, think, oh, this is mediumship. This is dark and scary stuff. No, Jesus Christ is a medium. Buddha is a medium. Joan of Arc is a medium. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael. The many beings are spiritual mediums that are able to access information and bring it through to us. Mediumship can function either positively or negatively, and we address that, and you learn about that in the courses and classes too, how to differentiate when you're connecting to low vibrational energy and how to shift your energy to a high vibrational state so you receive energy from and guidance from people like Master Jesus or your guardian angels or your great-grandfather or great-grandmother. If they were really good people, then you want to connect to their energy again and learn from them, right? Thank you for that super chat. I just really appreciate you. Hello. Hi, guys. Archangel Gabriel. I love Archangel Gabriel. Hello from Fort Lauderdale. Good to see you guys. It's going to get a little chilly there in the next couple of days. Also, I want to say be very diligent about what you're eating and what you're drinking over the next 10 days. Make certain you're properly hydrated, not too much, not too little, but properly hydrated. If you feel hot, all of a sudden drink water because your body's calling for cooling. If you're feeling low vibrational, then eat some fresh fruit. Raise the vibration of your body. Put living energy in your body. Go out and get sunlight. I don't know who the fools were on this planet to tell you that the very thing that gives you life is bad for you. What kind of fool says that kind of nonsense? That the thing that gives you life is going to hurt you. Get proper amount of sunshine. Go out and really absorb at least 20 minutes of it a day. And go out and get your feet on the earth, or at the very least connect to a tree if you're in a winter climate. Go out and that's a form of grounding. You want to ground your body back to the earth electrically. People are so busy wearing rubber-soled shoes, they're ungrounded. And when you're ungrounded, your body gets electrically imbalanced. So go out and get imbalanced. There is going to be some events in the next 10 days from the sun, and there's going to be some events that are happening on this planet in the next 10 days that are going to give you the opportunity to elevate your energy higher. So when you hear about solar flares and you hear about these things that are happening with the earthquakes and stuff, these are energies that are being exchanged between one medium and another, one source and another, and you can bring them in a positive way, or you can get caught up in fear. Don't. Stay grounded, stay hydrated, eat high vibrational foods, really lift yourself up during these next 10 days particularly. If you find yourself getting hot flashes or anything like that, drink water. The body's a very simple instrument. If it feels hot, it needs cooling. So give it water, good, clean water. If it feels cool, then give it fuel. It needs fuel. It's very simple. The body's not a complex instrument. It's not an overly sophisticated instrument. Neither is your mind. Neither is your mind. Your mind's not an overly sophisticated instrument. It's a very simple thing, your mind. You are not your mind. You are not the information put in your mind by this world. They talk about this in our 102 Masterclass, where we go into detail about what is your mind? Who are you? What are your emotions? Where do your thoughts originate from? You didn't come here to suffer. You came here to create. You really did. You came here to create, guys. I'll have to check that in a moment. My son's father passed away. Does he have any messages for me? I'm kind of lost right now. Do as you saw me do. He's saying to you, do. Okay, he's saying it'll be easier for you to do as you remember me doing for you. Do as you remember me doing for our child. Do as you remember me doing. I am with you. I am within you. Emulate some of these things so that you can renew yourself from the gift of our joining. You can do as I had done. For you have it within you. We shared that intimacy. Don't worry. But this thing on emulating you is very powerful. Like he's really pushing this. Emulate what you remember seeing him do. He's saying that a lot of the weakness that you're feeling will be gone. He wants me to stress that I'm not separate from you. I am with you. You know I'm with you. He's saying, I know it's really difficult that I'm not physically there, but I am there. I am there with you right now. I'm just not physically with you. And this is true. What happens to a lot of people when they leave the physical medium of expression. Think of your body as this water. Think of the human body as this water and the glass in it. If I take this water and I change the frequency of the water with a substance called heat, the water molecules start to vibrate quicker, and the water we see visibly with our eyes magically disappears into steam because the vibration of it changes from a physical state to a non-physical state. And the same thing happens when you as a soul leave the physical body. The physical body has been changed by the shift in your consciousness from this dimension to another. So your frequency rises up and becomes invisible. They become imperceptible to our five physical senses, but they can still be perceived by you. And there are some of them that have developed enough awareness that they can actually manifest an energy of themselves in somewhat of like an amorphous kind of form. They can present themselves to you in certain ways. But understand this, that he is with you right now. Like he is with you. Just because the body ceases to function doesn't mean that soul does not exist. And so many people go into unnecessary mourning because you believe that they are gone. And absolutely, from a physical perspective, they are no longer physically present. But their consciousness still exists. And if you close your eyes, and any of you that are missing loved ones that have left the physical dimension, if you close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, and just feel and think about that person that you love so much. And just be aware of how the energy around your body feels different, how your body feels different as you conceive or direct your attention to calling them, connecting to them energetically. You'll feel their energy. And if you don't feel their energy right away, then practice it a few times until you become sensitive to the presence of their energy. A lot of people find themselves feeling sad. You're feeling sad because you're feeling them with you, but you keep thinking they're gone, they're dead, right? And so you're pushing them away. You're ignoring their presence energetically. So when you feel that sensation of loss and sadness when they've left, pause. They're present with you in that moment. Like they're actually present with you energetically. They're not there as a body, but they are energetically with you. And you're denying them by saying they're dead. It's because it's not true. They're just not in a physical body anymore, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi, William. Do my guides think I'm ready for my 4-day fast? I get a strong yes for that. Yes, include. They're saying make sure you do a water fast. Make certain you include water in your fast. That's what they're saying. And I've also been told that because I'm in a three-dimensional body, even though I'm channeling these messages and the information that comes through me is 95% channeled, I do need to say that I am in no way a medical professional or a medical doctor. I have no certification or degrees, and I will suggest that you consult your medical or professional practitioner if you got any physical considerations. That being said, I will still bring forth the information that I receive, but understand that that you are, whatever you do with this information is completely and fully your responsibility once you've received it. It's the first time I've ever felt I had to say that. Fascinating, eh? Someone said, I used to be able to go outside easily. When does that happen again? I can do so. I can do so freely. Leslie, you're all go out with life. Like literally, it's not about what's out there. It's what you're going out there with. Go outside the front door, but go outside emanating love. Okay, just do this as an experiment for today. Emanate love in whatever way you can emanate love, however you feel love is to you as a vibration. From where you are right now, just emanate love to surround the perimeter of your property. Just imagine that this vibration of love you transmit surrounds the perimeter of your property. And then go out the front door and sit on the steps or sit on a chair and sit in that vibration of love that you've emanated. And then expand that perimeter of love a little further. Imagine that vibration of love going out further. And then gradually let yourself go out and continue to emanate love wherever you go. And you'll be surprised how quickly you'll be out down the street at the park again. Hi, guys. Sanithya, is heaven and hell real, or is it the projection of our beliefs? Well, both are states of consciousness, one of love, one of fear. You will experience the effects of your own causing. You cannot escape the energy that you create. If you wish to call the condition of suffering hell, then so it shall be. If you wish it to call what you experience as good a state of heaven, then so it shall be. There are conditions of hell that many of you are living in because the constructions of ideas in your mind are fearful and filled with vibrations that cause suffering, anger, fear, guilt, shame, depression, anxiety. These are conditions of hell, as you would put it. But these are also amenable to change, as the function of energy is that it cannot be created nor destroyed. It can simply be changed from one state to another. That is your state of hell, if you understand how to interact with your own energy, your own thinking mind. If you're able to work with it properly, then you can change your hell into heaven as equally as you can change your heaven into hell. So yes, in that perspective of creation, heaven and hell are very real. You see them even in this world, that you can create heaven out of hell and hell out of heaven right in your own backyards if you so choose. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, she's received that. Yeah. I'm just going here. There's so much time. Can you see or feel another gifted person? Yes. This happens quite often during readings. People will come in and they'll tell me this about people, because in a reading, your guides and your angels will come through me or connect to me, and they'll give you the information that you need to realize. But yeah, oftentimes it's pretty evident, right? When somebody's gifted. The truth is, you're all gifted. Every one of you is gifted. But some of you are caught up in beliefs and ideas that do not support nor sustain the truth. You can be the greatest saint in all of your human history and not know it because of what you believe. You can be the greatest scientist in all of human history and not know it because of what you believe. You can be the greatest healer in all human history and not know it because of what you believe. So all of you are great if you believe. Should I return to California this spring? Is the area a safe environment from geological interference? Yes, it will be. The western coast, I'm told, of the United States, Mexico, South America, will be generally safe. There's going to be an uptick in some geological elements, but nothing to be too concerned about in the short term. But when we get closer to 2044, there's going to be some significant changes if we haven't gotten our emotional collective house in order. They say if we do not shift our collective unconsciousness to balance better with fear, then we are going to experience the effects of that energy of fear as geological and sociological and political and environmental changes. Our energy effects matter. But yeah, for the short term, I'm told 4 or 5 years, there shouldn't be anything too significant on the West Coast. That's from the top to the bottom. I get that. Hi, guys. Good to see you here. What a wonderful day. It is a brand new and a beautiful day in this world. Remember that. You know what Gabriel was saying earlier today about your heartbeat? No man does that for you. Like, spend time just feeling. I like what he said. He said, the beating of your heart is the exchange, the giving and the receiving of life that happens between you and your creator. It gives and you receive. It gives and you receive. It gives and you receive. And that's going on all the time. And no doctor, no church, no priest, no rabbi, right? No religion, no science, no politics is in charge of that. Isn't that wonderful that right now within you, there's this divinity that is constantly present with you throughout your entire experience? Is it not worth getting closer to that than finding a religion or a social system or political system that makes you better or somebody worse than? What would happen if you really understood what this life is trying to give you all the time? What would happen if you knew what this life is giving you, not just as the function of a heartbeat, but what ideas would it give you if you got close to it? What inspirations could you receive? I love that. And who would you become if you could hear the voice of God within you saying, think this thought, do this thing? Most people are listening to what other people are telling them. Oh, believe them. We are good. They are bad. They are tall. They are short. We are wide. They are narrow. You get into all this divisiveness, but it doesn't matter how much divisiveness men may create. And I'm being generic. When I say the term men, I'm not saying men as in the male. I'm talking about the generic term of men, humanity. Okay? Get out of your egos. It's about humanity. So when I say men, right, the world of men is different. The way men, the world of man functions is very different than the way the divine does, because it's with you 100% of the time. Your friends will come and go. Family members will come and go. Money will come and go. Your breath will come and go. But your heartbeat, that which is in you right now, remains with you even after the body ceases to function, because the body is just the effect of a different consciousness. And I hope you realize that within you right now, you can connect to its information. Without that beating heart in your body would not be functioning. So get close to what is the message inside you that makes you unique. There is something that makes every single one of us unique. And it's being given to you to realize it in any moment. No man can give it to you. No educational system, no religion, no philosophy. Nothing made of man will give you what you already possess. No man can give you the word of God that's within you. Always. The word of the divine is within you. It gives you life and you receive it. So listen to your heartbeat. Spend a few minutes every day with your heartbeat. What did he say? He said, your heartbeat is like the drum. Follow the drum beat. And he gave an example of, okay, so you're now feeling the heartbeat. Where is the heart beating coming from? Where's that come from? Science says that, well, the heart is beating because there's an electrical spark that happens somewhere in the brain. And that stimulation of that spark causes the heart to beat 72 times a minute with great consistency. And maybe you might venture from the heart, the effects of the heartbeat, and you might try to get close to that spark that's in the place of your brain, that thing that happens in there that you receive that causes the heart to beat. And you might get close to that spark and question, from whence cometh this spark? Where does this come from? And follow it like you followed the heartbeat to there. Then follow that to where it comes. And go deeply into it. You are in the divine temple. Right now, it's not in a building. It's in your living flesh. You are, that body is the divine temple. Go within. Find that which made you. Listen to it. It built that temple for you. No scientist built your body. No doctor built your body. Not even your mother built the body. Something did that in her. So consider that. Go within. Jesus talks about this all the time. The kingdom of God is within you. Close the doors of the temple, the eyes, the ears. Close the gates of the temple and go within. It's really simple. They may have twisted Master Jesus' words in many different ways, but there are still some fundamental core truths in all scripture, whether it's the Quran or the Bible or the Torah. Doesn't matter what religious, they can't get rid of all of the truth, because it's the little bits of truth that keep you attached to it, right? But the whole truth is within you. The whole truth is within you. And I love each and every one of you very much. I'm really grateful I got a chance to be here today with you. Yes. Thank you so much. Oh, that's wonderful to see you guys here. Can I say? Yes, I can. Scott, my friend was kidnapped on December 14th. We need help to locate him. Honestly, there's a certain level of participation on his part, energetically. I'm being told that he will be released very soon. But he has chosen this in part. There's an excitement in this. But be clear, open up to this. Yes. Yes. Think around Valentine's Day is what I'm getting. Around Valentine's Day, that he will be liberated from this experience that he's chosen to get involved in, right? But do not let your fear dominate. Be open and ready to receive him. Be open and ready to receive him. That's that. Will it be war in Sweden? You have to understand the war is not in Sweden. The war is not in the Ukraine. The war is in our hearts and minds. It's in our greed. It's in our ignorance. It's in our illusion that we are somehow better than other people. And you can be better in terms of how you are, how you conduct yourself. How do you take care of your body? How do you take care of your mind? How do you treat the people around you? It's not an error or a fault of God's that we are at war with one another. It's an error in your own mind and heart. And why would you focus on war? Why not focus on peace? And do not support those that would have you rattle sabers and weapons. Stop supporting anyone who wants to harm another being. Stop it. Anybody who wants to give money to a cause to fight or harm, stop it. Do not support hurting other people, nor allow it to be supported. It's really simple. They should make one political rule that any politician that does not keep their word should immediately lose their position. Immediately. That's why I'm not in politics, because it's a very dangerous game. But any politician that does not honor their word, they say something to you, they do it. And if that law were in place universally, that a politician cannot keep their position if they do one thing that is not in alignment with their word, they immediately lose their position and any and all benefits that come with it. Period. You want to see how quickly the political landscape would clear? Imagine that, eh? If every politician was required to honor the words they spoke in action and in policy, and that if they didn't, they were fired immediately on the spot. Immediately. Or if you cause or inflict harm on another human being because of your policies, you're fired. Yeah. Hi, guys. Hello, number 32. What are my thoughts on NDEs when they report seeing a pit of fire and hear cries of pain and suffering? I never believed in that hell, but I'm starting to wonder due to so many reported seeing that. Okay, this is a great point. She's talking about this is Tina. Hi, I'm not sure if it's Tina or Tina. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. But this is something, if you talk about energy, emotional energy creates experiences. In fact, every single human behavior on this planet requires that there be an emotion. Everything you're hearing, the practice and application, you'll learn all this stuff in the Masterclasses. If you sign up and join the Master, you'll learn so much about all this from the Ascended Masters that come through me. So if you are creating a lot of anger, if you're angry, you're frustrated, you're actually creating a vibrational state that you're going to exist in. You're creating a vibration. And if you are in an angry, aggressive, violent state of mind, generally speaking, then you're going to end up in an energetic place that represents hell. And the way that people's understanding of these things will be at the level that they are. Yeah, if you're in a place of anger, if you're in a place of guilt, if you're in a place of shame, if you're in a place of judging yourself negatively, that's a living hell. And if that's what you carry out of the body, you're going to carry that energy with you. The Eastern mystics call it karma, or carrying forth, or reincarnating. You get to relive certain things. but it comes down to the energy, which you can change. You can change the energy. So yeah, a lot of beings, the founder of the Satanic Church of America, his last words were not, if you ever look up the words, his last words on his deathbed, his last words were essentially, "Oh my God, what have I done?" Because you realize however you affect life, you create an energy that you get to live in, physically or non-physically. So yeah, hell and heaven are states of energy that we've created with our consciousness. And if you're in a state of joy and compassion and kindness as best as you can, and you're doing good, and you're being your best self, and you're respecting others, then you're creating an energy that will be approximately closer to heaven than hell. But if you're out to get other people and I'm going to control, I'm in power, I got something. If you're in that state, you're going to create a hell for yourself. It's really simple. Emotion organizes your experiences of life, physically and non-physically. So yeah, heaven and hell exist as energies that you can experience. You can experience it here in this dimension, or you can change it, because you can change the energy of your emotions. Our 102 Masterclass goes deeply into learning how to do that. Thank you so much, Tenna. We have time for 2 more questions. Someone saying, yes, I have never found a good and honest man, only drug addicts and poor people. But that's, again, there may be reasons for that. I'm being told to tell you there may be reasons for that. They may be needing your love and your grace, that you may be able to teach them a way to heal themselves that they do not know. Because sometimes an all-knowing intelligence cannot make a mistake. Think about this. If God is all-knowing and all-powerful and everywhere present, then it would be impossible for it to make a mistake. An all-knowing intelligence cannot make a mistake. But it gives us the free will to choose and alter what we think, which alters what we create as an emotion. So if you keep finding yourself around drug addicts and poor people, then maybe you're being guided to show them how to not be drug addicts and how to not be poor. Maybe it's your purpose to be with them. I get a yes for that your goal is to learn a way to help to lead them and guide them out of their unnecessary suffering. Because drug addiction, because I know from personal firsthand experience with drug addiction, is a way of getting away from the pain that you do not know how to deal with or understand. Poverty, poorness is based on a set of beliefs and ideas that you've acquired from the environment. You've been conditioned. People learn to be poor. People learn to be addicts. It's something you learn to do because you don't know anything else to do. But you can unlearn and relearn very easily. And if you're in a position where you can offer your grace to these people, show them a way to teach them how to quiet their mind, how to consider what prosperity and what joy is. Offer them your light, not your darkness, not your judgment. Someone says, I would really want to know if I can be blessed with a second child. I'm being told to tell you, you are always able to be blessed, but are you willing to accept the blessing? You must accept the blessing in order to receive it. How can one receive a gift if they are not open to receiving it? So the answer to your question is yes. The gift is always offered, but you must wholly and completely receive it. Yeah, I'm being told to tell you also. So thinking you want a child, but you can't. You've got 2 things going on here. You're wanting the gift, but resisting the gift. So one belief says, I want to have a child, but another part of you is saying, I can't. So you got both at play at the same time. Make it very difficult. Thank you so much. That's right. Look inside yourself. Some people say Jesus and Mary had a child is that true? Yes, there is a truth to that has been very, very well guarded. The direct lineages of the masters are still intact. Lineages is not necessarily birth of a child. A lineage can be a disciple too. One can be given the wisdom, the knowledge, the revelation of an instructor, like Jesus instructed disciples, and they became like his children in a form of speaking. So there's different ways the lineage of the master has perpetuated, but that is one of them. Yes, there was a function of biological manifestation that occurred. It's been a very highly guarded secret, but we're going to see a different revelation in these coming few years. He is here, by the way. He didn't go anywhere. Yes, that's true. Wow, you guys got so many questions today, so much feedback from all of you. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful. Well, I'm going to say to everybody today, thank you so much for coming live. Thank you, everybody on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. If you want to know more about what I do and the different things that are offered as a function of my ability to let information flow through, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and check out the different services that we currently offer there. I want to remind you that the existing price scale that you see will be changed in the next couple of weeks. We will be changing our rates there, so you want to take advantage of what it is now versus what it will be. I want to wish you all much love. Thank you for your comments, your questions, your cares, and most importantly, thank you, Archangel Gabriel, for being present with us earlier. I'm so grateful, and I want to wish you all much love. Listen to your heartbeat. Go inside. That which you seek is within you. Much love, everyone.